The bike is off! So what are we gonna do today? I need to run over to Fire Guy's house to give him this tool of his I borrowed an entire year ago. And all the way to Fire Guy's house to get this tool. Turned out it's not even the right size, and I actually had the right size tool the entire time. I don't think he really needs it right this minute, but it just seemed like a good excuse to get out of the house and go ride, you know? We'll take the F07 since it is probably the most practical bike for this kind of trip. It's hilariously windy outside right now. Even my wife was like, "You're gonna go ride in this?" Like, even she knows. She's like, that's dumb. Let's do this. Yeehaw.
It is so windy. I gotta get a better street dedicated helmet. So I could have taken the ZX6R and had a fairing, you know. I'm not like crazy comfortable riding full fairing sport bikes. And it's not like I'm uncomfortable, like, oh, I can't like handle the power of it or something. I mean, like physically, and especially after I got rear-ended right back there actually. My shoulders and back really hurting. Knee surgery a few years ago. Here's the deal. I can ride one of those bikes. I just don't like riding it for too long. Or my little fairing right here does so much for the wind. No, it doesn't. Oh, yes. Come to a stop. Get to relax. Being in heavy wind, if you haven't, you know, like ridden in wind, or if you're kind of like, you know, not riding yet. What am I trying to say? It can beat you up, man. This thing's got enough engine braking. It's funny how many times I come down to a stop and don't even touch the front brake. Even with my supermotos, it's very similar to that. They've got such a ton of engine braking. Speaking of supermoto bikes things, maybe I wasn't super clear with the last video I made when I was talking about the bikes. Everyone seems to think I'm like just selling my supermoto, and a lot of people think I'm selling my FZ07 too, and eventually, and no, got the WR like for sale. There's been a lot of people asked about it, but like no one's got like the money. I've had a few people that want to like put a deposit down, but they don't like have all the money together. Like, I'll have it together in a couple days. I would hate for someone to lose their deposit. It's not this bike I want to sell, it's the ZX6R. Just got it. Like, oh, you're gonna sell it already, Jake? What? I think it would make a cool video series, because I think there's a lot of you guys that watch these videos, and it's something different, you know. It's something I haven't done. I think it would just makes I think it would make cool content. That's why that's happening. Once both of those bikes are gone, I want to get another bike, and that would be a supermoto bike, and that'll be fine. I like this lady's just like texting and not watching where she's going. You don't know, man. You don't know about these people. On this very street, I got rear-ended. That's the kind of truck I got rear-ended in. XLT 5.4 Triton. That's what I had. That 5.4 Triton was a silly engine. Now I got a Coyote motor. Yeah, Coyotes for life. So much better than LS motor. Within a burst of acceleration, he's off. Dun, 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 dun. You gonna do it, guy? Come on, dude. Hey, it's one of those cars and it's not blown up. Got me a lawnmower and a Harley. They both go dugga, 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 dugga. This lady's saying hi to this doggy. They both rolled down their windows and her hand came out waving, and then this dog started getting up. She knows the stop. I'm really not liking these Oklahoma plates, these new plates. I now see it's a bird. For a while I was like, broken Scottish flag? What the? Now I see it's a bird, because that represents Oklahoma so well. We should just have like casinos and meth and then nothing. Hey, Oklahoma, what are you doing? No turn signal, just hit the brakes hard and pull off the road. So he's used to nothing being around him, literally, so you know he's not adapt to, you know. That was the song that was on right when I pulled up. I don't know.
Look at this thing. Is this 5th scale?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my god, dude. Is it like all like lithium, like brushless motor shit?
Turns over well.
This guy hasn't been in one of my videos in a long time. Remember when we went to Dallas that one time? I think I called it Buy a Supermoto Ride Like This. And
Yeah.
That was
a long time ago.
That was real, yeah.
I don't know.
I've made too many of them. Most of them are shit. I can't go back and watch too many of them. They're cringy to me, man. We've been making these for too long. He's gonna roll this thing, isn't he? Oh! They're so, oh God. Oh, there it is. Man, it's so touchy.
That should be a back flip.
I did it.
Jim Connor it.
That's how you do it. Never mind.
Run, OJ, run! Ah! We need to fix the bricks. My wife will kill me.
Oh, how much lift it's got?
Yeah.
Jesus, these things are cool, dude.
Every time he brings one, I'm like, man, they're so realistic.
I bet this one's like well over $1,000 though, isn't it?
Probably.
See how the steering moves?
Yeah, it's got like, oh my God.
So that keeps it straight when you pin it.
Oh God, oh God.
Did we break it?
Nope, next battery.
Oh, the battery's dead.
Put the battery that fast?
When Red Bull Last Man Standing used to be at Red River,
Yeah?
David Knight won it.
And he signed this.
Yeah, he signed it. It was back 10 years ago.
Is this thing just like, yeah, it's totally on. Fire Guy's house is the safest house. Look at the cam. It's got an aggressive cam in it.
I put a bigger cam in it. Posted a picture on Facebook with this transport seat, and some European guy goes, leave it to Americans to put a seat on Charles' bike. He was like, does that have a cup holder too? In Thailand, and all the Australians are like, oh, your back hurts, mate? Oh, just take some pills, rub some cheese on it, Americans.
Fire Guy's doing his Fire Guy things. I'm getting chased by RC cars. Go, go, go! I will say something clever for the camera.
Can't find it, grind it.
Works for so many things.
Breathe heavy.
Yo, let me get a deal. Yo, what do we sell?
Get away from me.
We finna go back to jail.
Why y'all do this?
Oh, he's a welder. Okay, I hung out there way too long, like always. That always happens though. Go to Fire Guy's house and it's like toy-rama every time I go over there. My wife just texted me, she said dinner's about to be ready. I'm like, oh great, I'm only like 50 minutes away. The key to every man's heart is food! And I know a lot of dudes that are married to some chicks don't know a thing about cooking. What's the real key to every man's heart? Vagina. It is. Unless they like men, then it's apples, I suppose. I guess I'll have to buy some gas here eventually. I think this is a Shell. It's like a Shell 7-Eleven thing. I know a lot of people that will like only put Shell gas in their motorcycles. Like forum page guys got together and all dyno tested their cars with different fuels in them and went back and forth to the dyno, and I'm like, man, that's not necessarily the best test, just seeing the power. I don't know. I don't even want to get into it. There's probably someone writing an insane comment right now. This is coming out of my mouth. Like, no, no, Jake, no. I made a very, what's it like? Some of those BMWs and the KTM 690. This is Husqvarna 701. I guess you can't do this right here unless you had someone doing like riding cowgirl, backwards riding cowgirl on the back. It's just sometimes I'm in a hurry. I don't feel like getting off the bike. Did I ever like finish my point when I started the video when I was talking about like selling different bikes? I'm not going to sell the FZ07. I like the FZ07. The FZ07 is a solid bike. It does exactly what I wanted it to do, which is be a good daily use bike. You know, I can ride it around and not feel like I'm, you know, tearing up my bike and riding it at these speeds, which is how you feel with a supermoto. But it still rides fun. Nothing is so high tech on this bike that you feel bad about what you're doing to it. I'm gonna head home and get some dinner, mate.